Hey, I thought I'd do something a little bit different tonight, and I thought that I would take you on a walk around the workstation, show you some of the things that I use to accomplish the works that I do, and just make it a little, just give you a little insight on what I do and how I do it. Um, I don't know. Let's see. Let me get back a little bit. This is the Wall of Fame and the Shelf of Fame. It's got a lot of my mementos from my military days. I wasn't a pilot. Somebody actually gave me that helmet from the last unit I was in the Marine Corps, and I put it together with parts from another buddy of mine that used to work in a flight equipment shop in the National Guard. So, and then of course you see the angel spawn that my good brother Carlos Ramos gave me, and below that the Ninja Turtle, which for some reason I identify with those little guys. There's actually one of my paintings of my Ninja Turtles there from a little reproduction I did of from issue 1, page 2 and 3, and then I just kind of gave it my own flair. It was in black and white, obviously. I did it in color. I liked that piece. I wanted to sell it, and for some reason I just hung on to it. And of course my claim to fame, and then my airbrush of choice. But anyway, just a few things here that mean a lot to me. Underneath my ball cap there, you see that's a stack of blank comic cover commissions that I have to do, and I should get on those pretty quick. The pictures, I didn't describe any of that. That's me in a couple of different instances. The one on the right, I was with the aircraft vertical fin there. I would think I was 22, maybe, picking up the wreckage of a downed aircraft. And then the other picture there, I was on a team here in New Mexico, and we patrolled we patrolled different areas in the state for drug trafficking. I think I was maybe 33 in that shot. I'm the dip in the middle there, the short guy in front of the real tall guy in the back. I had a lot of good times with those guys. Lots of fun. Keep a couple of my mementos around, along with a big purple splotch on the wall. And right after I painted it, I decided to put something on my table and paint it purple, and without any kind of overspray protection. So, oh well. But anyway, this is my drafting table. It's got to be almost 30 years old. You can see it's got a cover of a shiny white, well, it used to be white, Lexan sheet on top of it, and that was to cover the hole I cut in the middle of it. I don't know if you saw that. I actually use my drafting table as a light table. I can actually take my clip-on light there, clip it to one of the legs underneath the table, and boom, I got an instant light table through a piece of frosted Lexan. A couple of the rulers I use, some of my templates, circle templates, and some handheld shields, and some masking tape. This is the blue masking tape for painting houses, for interiors, so that's low tack. This is what I use when I tape down a piece, or tape down my, if I have to tape down the edges of any of my cutout templates onto the paper. It's such a low tack, it actually holds really well on the piece without lifting anything when I pull it. So it's really nice. That green tape that I had there, that's just cheap frog tape from Walmart. I wouldn't recommend it at all for taping on paper anywhere. Well, let's see. I use old photos to cut templates out of, and these actually work really good because it's good photo paper, good stock. It's nice and stiff, but not too stiff that you can't bend it. An old card. This card for the game Ruins World, I actually did. Let's see if I can get it better. Yeah, that's a little better. I actually did that design that's on there. This game came out about 18 or 19 years ago. It didn't fare very well. It lasted on the market for maybe a couple of years. But now I use it as a shield when I'm spraying with the airbrush. These work pretty good because, like I said, it's just good cardstock. And it's a gloss coat, so the paint doesn't soak into it and it doesn't warp very easily. Okay, enough about that. There's my commissions list, and below that is my excuse me, it's actually my pens that I use, my microns, and the thing that's holding them on, because what I do, so I don't know about you, but I know when I would pull the cap off my pen, I'd always set the cap down because it would fall off the back anyway, and the cap would roll underneath the table, and I'd spend the next 20 minutes trying to see where it rolled to. So this is actually this was an ammunition holder. It held 223 rounds, or 223 or 5.56 millimeter. It just came with some ammo that I bought once, and it fit the caps nicely. So now I can actually just, let me see if I can do that, pull the pen out without losing the cap, and it's always there, and the whole thing falls on the floor. It's pretty darn easy to find. And my cup of paintbrushes and pencils. We're going to scan over. Oh, this is the trash can. I keep this big trash can next to my table, and I just kind of flop the lid up, and you can see it's all airbrushed on. This trash can's pretty old. When I'm working this, I just flop that lid up. Oh, try that again. I flop that lid up as a backdrop and spray right into the trash can when I have to get rid of overspray or test the spray on my airbrush. So sort of just, and it closes up real nice, so I don't have to have all the mess laying around. This is a modified bookshelf. I got a lot of reference on here, a lot of manuals that I've come across over the ages, some stuff that I still got to get back to a good buddy of mine. There's my Drew Struzan movie poster book. Got a lot of his artwork in there. Got a lot of Luis Arroyo. Got some Alex Ross. Oh my goodness, who else do I have in there? Olivia Soriyama. Oh my, I don't have any Frazetta in there, but I do have some Boris and Julie Bell. Okay, and this is the mess. All the products that I'm using right now. I actually use these to spray and to paint with the paintbrush. The golden fluid acrylics, they're calling them now, or high flow acrylics. And my little pencil box full of all my other pencils and razor blades and all my nonsense. There's, you can see all my pencils. Everything I've got is just about 1.5 inches to 2 inches long now. So I had to go get some more. There's my cool little electric sharpener. Oh, and that white thing there is actually a sharpening stone for when I've got to put an edge back on. Say that my razor blade's going dull and I don't feel like changing it out. I just reach for the sharpening stone and give it a quick whack with that, and it sharpens it right back up for me. Keeps me going. These are the guns I like to use. The one with the big cup on it there, that's the Iwata HP. Oh my gosh, what is it, Sid? Let's see, the HPCH. It's the new one they've got out with the adjustable valve built right into the gun. I love this gun. And this one I've had, holy smoke, 20 years. That is my Iwata Micron B. You can see the wear on the tip there where the brass is showing through the chrome. Unbelievable gun. I absolutely love the fine line control on this gun. It just atomizes the paint so nicely. This is the most expensive gun I have. And I think back when I actually did a horse trade for this with a company called Pacific Airbrush out of California. So this thing is back then it was about $900 gun. They sell for about $450 now. And I did a trade out with them. So basically, I gave them a custom easel with every paint color that they made, ready to fit onto a siphon feed airbrush on the system, with a Lexan back, and it was made out of PVC, really cool looking. So it was you were able to easily tear it apart, load it in the back of your car, and move it to your location, and still have a full freestanding 4-foot wide easel, 4 foot by 3 foot, when you got where you were going. Really easy to set up, and all the paint stayed inside their little perspective trays. They didn't flop around in your car. You could lay the trays side by side, and everything stayed really nice together. I use a little bit of Wicked reducer sometimes when I'm spraying, whether or not I'm using the golden acrylics. The golden acrylics actually respond very well to the Wicked reducers. I found these powdered drink tins or cups. They actually work pretty good. They got a flat bottom on them. You know, they taper up to the top. You can see that little bullet form, and then the lid, you know, fits right on. And they're actually watertight. If you put that lid on when you're done and you accidentally knock that over, that's not going anywhere. That water is in that canister. Toothbrushes. What do we got here? Coin. These are my good friends at BMC Tactical. Putting out new poker chip coins every year, and I'm on the mailing list, so no, they're actually very, very good friends of mine. I've done lots of work out of the shop. I haven't been back there since last year when I got sick, but you know, I have the it's in the works. As soon as I feel healthy and strong enough to get back in there, I'll get back in there. Okay, so let's go back around. That's pretty much. Well, no, one more thing. We go underneath the table there, and I have a Silent Air compressor, the 6-gallon tank, and of course my little toolbox and my little paint caddy there. But that thing works great. It runs like a refrigerator when it turns on. So I can run this in the middle of the night, and it doesn't turn on very long when it does turn on, because it's got a 6-gallon tank. And with the airbrush, I'm not spraying very much, so it kind of does what it does at a minimal level. And we're running out of time here. I'm coming up on that thing, so I'm going to go ahead and just flip through some of my old works. These are all airbrushed. Let me get a better angle. Yeah, this is going to be bad. Actually, used a leaf off of a tree to get the shape of the leaves going on that piece there. These all have titles. They elude me right now. These are all airbrushed, all freehand. The edges are very loose. But let me see. Let me get through a couple of. Oh, there's some nudity there, but we will go ahead and pass by this guy. I should have thought about this better. Taking him out of there. Just my little. Oh. Sorry about the glare, folks. And oh, here's some of my military stuff. I love these. I did these a long time ago. Little military collages. And one more of those. Some of my pencil work on white paper. This is Rudy Reyes. He was in First Recon. He was actually played himself in the HBO series Generation Kill. But I'm running out of time, so I'm going to go ahead and just end this right here on this one. And I will see you all tomorrow. Thanks for watching.